Wait. Oh, whoop. Oh, well. Well, guys, I was going to show you the rabbit there, but he did not want to be on the camera. I guess he had just a touch of stage fright. Video playback interrupted. Please try again. Let me know, guys, if you are able to see this. I'm hoping you guys can. Let me just take a quick look there. It looks like everything on my end is good. And, oh, yeah, you guys are seeing everything. Great. All right, let's get into the news. I want to show you guys some good news. Did you guys see the rabbit come piling out of my lap here? So, yeah, anyway, just out of curiosity, if you guys saw that, and I guess everybody can hear everything okay. Turn up your mic. David, you got to be kidding me. You don't hear the mic? This is supposed to be like state-of-the-art sound, brother. So let me know. Thumbs up video, guys. Yep, okay. Yeah, definitely thumbs up the video. Thank you, Estafo. Estafo. Did I say that right? Not sure. Anyway, hardly hear you every... You know, sometimes what it is when you don't hear me well is we're dealing with a single audio. But I tell you what I will do. I'm going to up it just a little bit more. But it picks up every little vibration and noise when I do that. And make sure you guys are able to hear okay this way here. Should be able to hear good though, because I'm peaking out at 4.5 decibels. So, by the way, if you do have lag time, anything like that, when the video is shut off, you can come back and you should be able to play it okay. I'm going to turn off this part here. So that you guys, maybe to give you a little bit better going on there. I want to show you guys some good news here in just a few minutes too. But real quick, let's hit some of the highlights, what's happening right now as we speak. Let me see if I got the right, that's not it. Here we go. There's a breaking story. There's a shooting in Sweden. It is in Malmo. I've actually been to Malmo, Sweden before. That's right across from Copenhagen. You can take a taxi there or a little train there, whatever, to Malmo. And there is a shooting that happened there earlier this afternoon. It happened maybe about an hour or so before we were first posting the news broadcast. So very troubling situation there in Malmo. I don't know if the details have been updated. Let me just see if Haaretz has updated any of the details. They have. Swedish police rule out terrorism after shooting. Well, what do you figure? You know, the Swedish, they don't want to say anything bad about the asylum seekers in their country. Swedish police said that there was no cause for the public to be alarmed after several people were shot in Malmo and southern Sweden. News agency TT reported the police said terrorism has been ruled out. The agency quoted unnamed police as saying 4 people were shot. There was no information about how seriously wounded they were. Isn't it nice when the police say, you don't have nothing to worry about, even though 4 people just got shot here in town today? Everything's quite perfectly fine. No, it's not a terrorist. No terrorism whatsoever. All of our migrants, even the women are raped on a regular basis in Sweden. There's no problem, no need for concern. Jeez. And what is it, a law in Sweden too? You guys are not allowed to even say anything? There's some weird stuff going on there. Very troubling indeed. All right. Anyway, good news. I wanted to share something with you guys here. I happened to catch this earlier, and a couple of videos. I thought, sometimes we really just need good news. When we definitely are in a world of Ein Shalom, there is no peace. Let's get something good. These ducks here, I don't know what town this is in, they come up to a crosswalk. They all just stand there waiting for the crosswalk light to turn green, and then they cross. By the way, if the battery dies, I apologize. I see that the camera battery is very low. Let's watch this here real quick here. Here they are. The ducks come up. They're all standing there. They're all waiting. They're waiting for that green light to go. They see the cars coming. They're at a crosswalk. It's red. They're not doing nothing. They're still standing there. As soon as that light turns green, boop, okay, time to go, guys. That is absolutely amazing. I just thought I'd share that with you. And I think it was the same guy that had that video as well. He also had another one that I thought was really interesting too. that I wanted to share with you. Hang on. By the way, that Bengal tiger goes after a dog. He doesn't hurt him. He just hugs him and licks him. Here it is, there it is, there it is, right there. All right, this mother duck flies down off the roof. The babies start jumping off the ledge, and there's a guy there, and he catches every one of those little ducks, puts them down there to safety, and then the last one, though, is a little bit scared to jump, so he climbs up on the side of the wall, and he gets the last one, and takes that last one over to the mother as well. Lady there helps him there. 11 little ducks saved and all back in the water. So it's so nice to get some good news when there's such a world of Ein Shalom. All right, we are finding out. I-24 News is reporting, actually they said CNN reported that a U.S. official has said that it was not the U.S. that bombed over Syria and Deir Ezzor. The death toll, by the way, is up to 30 right now, but that it was actually Israel that bombed. At least that's what a U.S. person is saying there. It said U.S. coalition denies bombing pro-regime position in Eastern Syria, and the U.S.-led coalition against Islamic State group on Monday denied Syrian government accusations that it carried out a deadly overnight airstrike. Now, again, the Iraqi forces, the Iraqi prime minister came out today and said, no, it was actually the U.S. coalition that did this. But there may be an issue there that it could be that it was Israel. After all, I want to share something with you here. Netanyahu met with today in a meeting, met with the Jordanian prince there. I want to see if I can pull that up. Here we go. Meets with Jordanian King Abdullah II. This is a very concerning situation because their meeting, and of course what their discussion was about, was regional situation. And when I say regional situation, you have to understand that the Syrian government, let's see if we can pull this up as well, the Syrian military, Syria military and data, they are moving massive amounts of military equipment down there to the border. Here we go, right here. You can see it here. We're talking about a lot of guns being moved down near Dada, which is bordering Jordan, and all your heavy gunfire, everything, all the different militias that are fighting with the Syrian army. The Tiger forces are going down there. It's believed also that there is actually even Russian commandos that are going to be part of a rapid strike force in Syria to take back Dara and even Quneitra. We know that the Syrian government has also moved the Panzer S-1 down to that region as well. They're not taking any chances. They're concerned that Israel may strike or the U.S. may strike. You have the Germans in Jordan as well. So why is Prime Minister Netanyahu meeting there with the Jordanian king? We know, again, as I said, it's about the regional situation in the area there. So very concerning what's happening. Then we have another breaking story that's going on as well, and that is Turkey. Turkey has moved into Mumbai. I call it Mumbai, Mumbai, or however you want to pronounce this here. That's that little town there, and let me just kind of give you a quick bird's eye view real quick of where we're talking about. Let's move over to Syria real quick. And this is the forces. You have to remember, if we recall, there it is right there on your screen here. Mumbai, maybe that's how you pronounce it, Mumbai. And then Afrin. Afrin is where the Turks cross the border. They have genocide the Kurdish people living there in Afrin. And of course, the U.S. forces were there to protect the Kurds over there near Mumbai. And Turkish forces said either get out of the way or get killed with the PKK and the YPG forces, which are Kurdish forces in Mumbai. All right, now, here's the whole issue. Turkey is now there. They have actually moved into Mumbai, and they are patrolling the streets there with U.S. coalition forces. VoaNews.com reporting that story as well. U.S.-Turkey began coordinated independent patrols near Mumbai, and that's a very troubling scene indeed there to see Turkish forces there patrolling there. The Kurds are going to be open target. Now, according to the U.S. Agreement there, the Turks will not go into the city of Mumbai. They're still supposedly going to protect the Kurds, but that we'll just have to see how long that lasts. I really don't give it a whole lot of hope that the U.S. forces are going to protect the Kurds here at all. So it's troubling, very troubling indeed to me, that we're seeing that this type of activity is happening there. Let's see, what else are we looking at as well here? Just want to see real quick. Yes, I think we did. I don't know if we discussed this with you guys this morning or not, but Israel has approved the bill to ban filming of the IDF actions when it comes to the Palestinians. That was very troubling, and this is with the fact that we actually have, the state's attorney that is opposed to this. Controversial bill that criminalizes filming IDF soldiers has been advanced by an Israeli government committee. The Israeli Attorney General, however, said it would not withstand a constitutional review in its current form. The Ministerial Committee over Legislation, which determines the coalition government's position on all pending bills, has a green lighted the legislation which Assange's penalties up to 5 years in prison for anyone filming or publishing footage showing Israeli Defense Forces with an aim to harm the soldiers' spirits. I mean, is this really for real? I mean, what does Israel have to hide? You know, I love my people, but you know, the thing is, I would be, as an IDF soldier, I would want to be filmed because I would want to be exonerated that I'm doing the right thing in my country and by my people. But unfortunately, we have a deep state that is running the country of Israel. It is not the Israeli people that are really in control of their country. And what's happening right now, they're wanting to use the Palestinians as a trial run, much like the U.S. did back in the Canary Islands that we took after World War II, when we took those islands from Japan, and we decided to take and use the people of the Canary Islands as guinea pigs to test our nuclear weapons. How many times did the U.S. blow up those nuclear weapons? And it is public knowledge. You can see the videos where our own scientists are saying we wanted to be able to test the human resolve to high doses of radiation. This is absolutely insane. Now, here's what I'm getting at. I am seeing more and more Israeli special forces, Mossad, etc., coming and training Homeland Security in the United States, training our police departments, and they're saying we're using tried and tested methods, which can only be the Palestinians in this case here. And of course, now we see that over in Texas, you know, in the Walmart detention facility, which, by the way, that senator, and I actually subscribe to his channel, so let me jump over here real quick to show you. He went down there, and unfortunately, they would not allow him in. Okay, so let me just pull up. That's Senator Holland. They would not allow him in. This is coming to America. What the Israeli government, by the way, they put little kids in prison if they caught stoning the Israeli military, whatever. They put them in prison as well. Try them as adults. Now, they don't do this to Israeli citizens, which again begs to make you wonder, why does God give the law? Moses gave a law in Leviticus there, you know, to love your neighbor as yourself. Do not oppress the people and do not do unjust justice. And yet we do. This government that we have right now is doing everything that is crooked. You know, and I used to stand with Prime Minister Netanyahu, but then the next thing I know, he supports the homosexual agenda and everything else inside of Israel. And I'm not against the gay people at all. I'm not here to bash these poor people. You know, they've made their choice and everything. But I will say this, I'm not going to be like Lot and just sit back and let it vex my righteous soul daily. You know, but the thing is, I want to speak out and say the truth. And Netanyahu is definitely not sitting back and just letting it vex his righteous soul. He's joined right in with them. And then also passed the most liberal abortion bill that's ever been passed in all of Israel under his watch. And then we say this is a man led of God? Oh, please, come on, give me a break. I mean, anybody that thinks that at this point now, no. As I said, I did a message on Patreon. And let me tell you something. Israel is still a blind people. And unfortunately, the Laodicean church is also blind, and the blind are leading the blind, and Jesus said they're both going to fall in the ditch. That's what's going to happen. All right, let me show you what Senator Holland said real quick, because I'm afraid the battery's going to die here. This is him here. Finished the last stop today, the Port Isabel Detention Center. I heard gut-wrenching testimony from 10 women who fled extreme violence in Honduras only to have their children taken away from them. Definitely one of the most emotional moments of the trip. Let's listen to see what he has to say on this. Well, hang on.
We met with about 11 moms. Just finished up here at the Port Isabel Detention Center. And this was probably the most emotional and heart-wrenching stop of our trip. Because here we see the direct
Okay, we're not able to get his audio
policy of separating moms.
very well. And again, I totally disagree with the U.S. government separating the children from their parents. But I will tell you, though, this is what is done in Israel. That's why I say they're following the steps of Israel and what they're doing. And that, listen, that's not Israelis. The Israeli people are not like this. This is demonic, neo-Nazi collaborators that were put into power with the help of the Vatican. I won't say much more than that. This is where I think he actually goes there. Let me see if we get a better audio.
I'm just filming him. You can't see anything else.
I know, but what's off the...
All right, you're on Facebook Live, all right? But,
We're just filming him. Talking about what he's not.
As you can see, this fellow actually is not from the Southwest place. He's part of HHS, and they're clearly very sensitive about this trip. The reality is the people who are working in this facility are trying to do their best with a very bad situation, and they've been handed a bad situation by the Trump administration because the Trump administration is now separating kids from families. A good number of those separated kids are coming here. Even more, it turns out, are going to other facilities run by this same operation in this area. We didn't see them today because most of them are under 10 years old. And this facility